G'day folks, Thunderballs here and welcome back. Tonight I am going to try and finish off the GameGlass shard that I've been working on. I've been working on it on and off for a little while now. And oh man, I'm getting this damn loot bug again. I thought they disappeared. Okay. So yeah, I am just getting myself down to the hangar because I'll need to obviously check a few things in the ship. But first of all, I need to get down to the damn ground floor without looting everything. This is such an annoying bug. I've done a full reinstall, I've reformatted, I've done everything under the sun, and I'm still getting this damn bug. So, let's just, what I might actually do first is I'm going to bring up the shard and test one of the functions that I've got that I can do right now. So let's bring that up here now. So we'll swap over to the desktop. And I show. There we go. Okay. So don't need that. I need. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so obviously I've got Star Citizen in the background now, and on the foreground there is my tablet where I have the GameGlass shard. So the first thing I'm going to test out is I'm going to test out the self-destruct, which also works as killing yourself. I want to make sure that I've got that right. So currently you can't kill yourself with the thing. You've got sort of like a confirmation that I've done. So you've got to hit the self-destruct button, which then unlocks the little padlock that's there and creates a bomb figure. We can then press the bomb. There you go. So that's not working. So let's jump over into the forge. We'll hide the MFD. There we go. Okay, so what I need to do now is find my self-destruct button, which is probably that one there, and make it visible for now, and check out what actions I've got on there. And I've got none. Well, that would help. So we want to record a key press of backspace. I'm going to add in a 100 millisecond delay, and then I'm going to also add a toggle state for on tap so that it's going to change it over. G'day Hebrace, how you doing, mate? Just thought I'd jump on and try and finish off this shard that I've been working on. Glad to hear you're doing good. So I want to try and get this finished. I've been working on this shard on and off for GameGlass for a little while now, and I want to test a few things, make sure it's all working, and then just finish off this section down the bottom here for combat controls. So at the moment I'm just fixing up my self-destruct and kill yourself button because I didn't realize that I hadn't actually set that up. Okay, so we've got the backspace with a 100 millisecond delay. I'm actually going to change that to 1500 because we do need to press and hold it a bit. And then we're going to do a keybind of backspace, and that will be a release. So we're going to fix that up, remove the visibility of it because it becomes visible when you click on the self-destruct button. Save the shard. I'll then bring up my MFD panel here. And once that's finished saving, well actually I can start getting out of this shard and then open up, go all the way back out. Not bad little background music that. That is courtesy of who did I get the music from? Who am I getting the music from? I do have it in the settings of the stream, but I can't see that right now. Epidemic Sound, that's the one. So I might. Is the volume of the music all right behind my voice, or should that get turned down a little bit, do you think? Start again. Perfect. Excellent. So now that the shard's been loaded back up, if I hit self-destruct, it brings up the bomb, unlocks the padlock, we hit the bomb, and it should kill us. But it doesn't. Why is it not killing us? Okay. Go back on to the forge. Where are we? Self-destruct button. Visible. Actions. Double tap on because it's on hold. Okay. Hold. Okay, so that should only be held for 1500. Keybind is backspace. Set state. Okay, maybe we've got to do it in here. Toggle the state there, we'll toggle the state there, and we'll get rid of all of these on taps. Okay, let's save that, and we'll try that again. I just realized that I wasn't actually showing that change, so apologies about that. So that's still saving. So I'll make sure I don't get kicked off it. Okay, so that's been finished being saved. Let's reload the shard up. Back into game. Self-destruct. And hit the bomb. Changing the state though. That one. Okay. I know what I'm going to do now. Go over to our engage quantum. So that's being done on tap, not on hold. So I basically want to duplicate this, but with backspace instead. So what I'm going to do is I should be able to, can I copy the actions? Single action, but that's not going to work. I want to copy the whole thing. That'd be actually something handy to do, is to add a feature request through GameGlass to copy an entire action, so you can then just add that in and change the keybind that you need. So let's get rid of the on holds, and then so on tap we want to toggle state, keybind, delay. We also want to show hide and set state, and then we want another keybind and another delay and another toggle state. So keybinds are backspace. Delay 1 is 1500, delay 2 is 1000. Okay, save that, and I'll just jump back over into the quantum. So we've got toggle state, keybind, 1500, keybind, delay, toggle state. Coming back over to this one, toggle state, keybind, delay, keybind, toggle state. Delay and toggle state. So these extra hide buttons, what I want to do here is the self-destruct lock. I want to change that to unlocked, basically. So where is that? Yeah, self-destruct lock. We are going to, no, we don't want to show hide that. We want to show and hide the self-destruct button. So let's deselect all of those. Destruct button. Destruct button, the current one. No, that one's already done. I don't need that. Deselect all. Get rid of that. Set state. I don't need to do that. I just need to do these. Yeah, that should be all it needs. Okay, so let's save that. Now, while that's saving, a missile cam button, as in like, as if you were riding the missile or following the missile. There isn't something like that, but what you could do is set up a camera angle that is near your missile rack, and you can then save that to a hotkey. Generally, you can save, or the default keybinds is your numpad numbers can save your current camera view. So if you move it around, put it under your ship, like under the wing or something like that, where the missile racks are, and then you can switch to that and fire your missile, and you'll see the missile drop and fire off. But nothing like that. There is a missile cam button. Okay, I'll have to look into that because I've never noticed that there is a missile cam button. I will check that out. I've never actually looked at that. Sorry. So let's now go back. One thing I noticed is that this was visible, so we need to make that invisible. Save it. Okay, so it's going to be activated. Alright, I will definitely look into that, because that sounds like fun. I'd love to be sitting in a ballista or a Centurion or something and fire a bunch of missiles out of that, or even the Storm AA, and ride some missiles up to the death of the ship I'm shooting. I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, so let's do another test. We'll bring up the MFD, reload the shard. Works for bombs too. Awesome. We make the shard. Okay, so let's jump back in the game. Let's self-destruct, which will unlock the button, and press that. Still no death. No, we're still not dying. Let me just double check on the keyboard. Backspace. Yes, that kills us. Okay. So why is my shard not working? $1,500, 1,000. So backspace, delay. Because I've got it as press release. That should be press. That should be released. Done. Save. Okay. Let's reload the shard. Get out of the hospital. Now, because I killed myself in an armistice zone, I should have my gear in my backpack, which I do. Well, not my backpack, but my inventory, which is my pretty gold stuff. Okay. So, I guess while I'm still here, let's go self-destruct. Let's make it visible first. Okay, so press the bomb. Okay, I might have actually opened that before it saved. So let's go back to collection. Reload it. Self-destruct, bomb. Because I know my quantum works. Actions on tap. Press 1500. Release. Delay. Toggle state. Same as what I've got on here. 3000, toggle state. Double tap, nothing, on hold, nothing. So that should be working. But why are they not working? I'm not going to give up. I've got cruise control and ping working, and even if we look at ping, it's got the exact same, although it's only a 300 millisecond delay. Yeah, on the initial one. Maybe the delay is too long for it. Go make this visible again. Oops, moved it. Ah. Visible actions. Let's change that to 300. Save that as well, so hit it. Okay. While that's saving, let's get the MFT back up again. Still saving. Saving. Okay, saved. So, go reload it. Reload. Self-destruct. Bombs away. Kill me. I want to die. There. Now if we press the self-destruct button and then the bomb, it's not even registering the backspace. So that is a problem. Okay. Border, tap. Tap just shows the border glow. Nothing, that's fine. So why is my backspace not working? Where is ping actions? Press release. Then on that, if we go into our notepad, delete that and do a ping, we should get a V. We do, so that's good. If we do our quantum, we should get a B. But why is self-destruct not doing our backspace? Oh, wait. Backspace. I actually do need to push and hold it on the screen. Let's test that out in game. Okay, so self-destruct, push and hold. Okay, let's try cycling camera. Okay, so cycling camera is working. We can see that that's actually working. So GameGlass is working in the game, so it's not a connection issue. Can cycle my camera. Again, press and hold, and it does the backspace. Okay. So, what if we... So this one's just being a bit fiddly with itself. Let's go into actions. Let's maybe... Let's try and get rid of those, and we'll do an on hold. Keybind is going to be backspace. We'll try it at 1500. Okay, bring it back up. Have someone sneaking into my channel. I think I've actually just worked out what it is. I don't think the shard on the tablet is not actually refreshing, because if you have a look on, even though I'm going back to my collection screen, the saved shard in the Forge has the bomb visible, but it's not visible by default when I load up the shard. So I think just going back to this screen here and opening it back up is not properly refreshing it. So if we jump all the way back out, go back to not in collection, open that back up, so that's still not even showing up. But I mean, it is still working on here, isn't it? Yes, so it's still working in there. Okay, so let's try in-game again. Nope, so it's not working in-game, but it's working on Notepad. Pretty sure I have... Well, yeah, I've got my GameGlass keyboard set because cycle camera's working. Okay. What I might do is completely close out of the app on the tablet. If you open it, to make sure that it's going to be the current version. Okay, so the bomb is now visible. So if we just push and hold that, still not dying. 2 seconds. And save that. Close out of the Forge. Not the Forge, the app. And yes, I even have GameGlass as my background on my tablets. Alright, that's saved, so back up again. In the game, and die, please. Pressing and holding. Why? Ah, let's test a different button. Chat off, chat on, chat off, chat on. Oh, there's something popping up in the background behind my social button there. Okay, so that works. But what is showing up when it's on? Behind there. Text is showing on the button, so it's fine. thing behind there. That's just the button. Yes. Get rid of that. Go back to the kill me button. Let's try toggle state, keybind, record, backspace, press, delay, keybind, record, backspace, release, go 500. Then let's do a delay of 1000 and toggle the state. The reason why I'm doing the toggle state at the start and the end is basically I just want to be able to tap the button instead of actually holding it and let the delays do the holding for me. So let's save that again, because we should be able to, it does do that for things like the quantum engage and things. So I will get this working. Back into the game. GameGlass. Hey, I'm dead. Haha. Take that, you bitch. I gotta work it. So now what I can do is I can make that invisible again, so that when you basically it requires you to press the self-destruct button first before you blow yourself up. So yeah, I win. Take that, GameGlass dev. I beat you. Alright, let's get me crap back. Throw that there. Alright, let's put our gear back on. Okay, so let's go and refresh GameGlass again. Oops. There goes my team viewer. Damn it. Yep. Connect back into that. You. All right. There we go. MFD2 connect. Why is the button? Allow. Now. Okay, and GameGlass. Put that window in its right place so that it crops right. We're done. Where's the connection? But start now. Wow. Why is that? Maximize that. Then I can minimize those. Hey, there we go. No, that's still not the right thing. MFT2 needs to be in viewer. Where's my... Doesn't like getting back onto it now. Stupid thing. I've lost my shard. It's just gone white. Hey, this, it's back. Okay. Get it sorted out now. No audio? I cut out? Did I cut out? Okay. So it is showing up that MFD2. Finally. Oh, just got to sort the dropping out. Here again. Being minimized, that's why. Okay, so I can now go and fix up this transform. Edit transform. I think it was something like that. 600 on top. No, too far. 580. Oops. 80. 60. 480. I think 450, and we'll go 500 from the bottom. I think that was 496. Bigger. There we go. That'll do. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back to desktop. All right, so I'm back to where I need to be. Sorry about that. So her braced. I'm not sure if you saw, but I got the button working. If we go back into here, I'm just going to save it. Make sure that this goes back to being hidden. Make sure that I don't close down TeamViewer now. Just the hub, or the app, I should say. Open GameGlass. The panel. Yeah. So now if I go back into the game, which is here, and go self-destruct to open up the bomb, push the bomb button once, and we die. I got it fixed. I got it working. So hooray for that. That's one thing fixed up. Now, get back in the game, get ourselves back up again. And I'm going to go through all of the other buttons as well, make sure that they're working. It's not quite morning. I've got 15 minutes yet, pluck me, before it's morning over here. It's only 11:46 p.m. But good morning to you. Alright, so I shouldn't need to kill myself anymore. So I can wear my gear without... I can get that off. Off. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, so we've got chat working now as well. That's working. Let's see, what else can I do? Look behind. That's not got anything set to it. Our chat, we can bring up our chat through that button. We can bring up our skyline through that button, and we can bring up our GameGlass through that button. And calling ATC, I know that one works. I have used that before. So none of the systems we can do yet until we get into a ship. Same with quantum, but I have done quantum before. That does work as well. And the doors and everything, that also works. Don't you hate it when work gets in the way? I was umming and ahhing whether to actually do this because it took me an hour to actually get myself set up and ready to start working on this. So yeah, I decided, why not? So I now need to get this off the screen. Let's put that over there because I don't need that. Let's hide the MFD. Now what I need to do is I need to find my keybind for look behind, because I can't remember what the default look behind button is, because I use my sticks. I know what the button is on my stick, but I don't know what the standard look behind button is. It doesn't look like there's anything on the normal default basic bindings. Shields. Hang on, let's change this to being on foot, that might help too. Unarmed combat inventory weapon grenade, interact, reload. Okay, so I'm going to have to go to advanced. Vehicles view. What? Okay. What? That's got a look behind. Wish they brought in a search feature in this. There's so many keybinds, it's not funny. And you've got these bad tokens and these little codes without their friendly names and whatnot. That flashlight. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to change that to my mouse button 4. Regen, that's there. So this is, as I was talking before about the missile view, before I realized that there was actually a missile view, that you could save the views there. Keys. The cat's trying to eat some food that's not there. Shows biggies. Yeah, so it looks like the cat's automatic feeder got turned off last night when he was chasing a mouse in the bloody room. Thankfully, he brought it in from outside, not from inside. So, good boy. We know our cat can catch mice. Okay, so let's see if we can keep finding this damn button. Now that's turned back on. Let's get you some food, buddy. Huh? There you go. Alright, Pussycat has food. Alright, look behind, look behind. Where is look behind? Camera orbit, button 2 on the mouse. That's just your right mouse button. Photo, touch. Social remote, social general. Button camera view. Got some free look. No. Still nothing then. Nah, it's actually the first mouse that we've had inside. I have seen some outside because we've got chickens, but we've also got a 1/4 acre and the chooks are like 30 meters down the back of the yard. So we've got a fairly long yard, but never actually had them up this close to the house or seen them up this close to the house. But yeah, he obviously caught one outside and brought it in. So, really love to know what the default binding is for look backwards or look behind, rear view, whatever you want to call it. No, it's not going to be any of those. Gadgets, underarm, aim down sights. Well, we've got a what do you call it? Like a reserve or just some sort of nature reserve out the back. They won't be developing that, so we've only got one neighbour to our left. We've got a corner block, which is nice. Vehicles targeting, you never know, it could be in any freaking menu here. That's all spike wall locks, remote turrets. Oh, okay, toggle docking mode. I need to invoke docking. Toggle docking camera is O. So what I can do, because I know I haven't set those, is let's jump over to GameGlass and go toggle dock mode, actions, keybind is N. Okay, I did do that one. The camera is O, I've done that. Auto dock, I'm pretty sure, is N as well. Auto land is also N. Transform is left OK, that's done. Alright, so those are set. So I think the only button that's not actually set is maybe the SCM limiters and look behind. Thankfully ours is just like, it's like one of the, it's really tiny ones, but yeah, I don't like having mice in the house. Because once they, it's like bloody cockroaches. Once they get in, it's going to be hard to get them out. Okay, so throttle, speed limiter increase and decrease. The speed limiter relative is the mouse wheel. So what I might be able to do is, can we do mouse wheel up? Yep, one click. All right, and that should hopefully, what I want to do a delay on that as well for 1 second, just to light it up. And then on this one, delay, keybind, delay, no, not keybind, mouse wheel down, one click with a second delay. No, I don't want a delay. I want toggle state for the button. Okay, 1 second. And then the plus would be, remove that, toggle state, stick that up the top. Okay, so still looking for the, maybe if I go, didn't just arrive, catch up. No worries, Herbraced. We'll catch up again soon. I will also look for the missile cam button. That sounds like fun. Alright. Operator mode. Look behind it. From the very first freaking one there, and it's not even bound. Okay. So, if it's not bound to anything there, how is it bound? It's obviously bound in the XML file of my sticks. So let's go to games, Robert Space Industry, Star Citizen, no, not EPQ, live, user, client, 0, controls, mappings, that one. Let's just open it in Microsoft Edge for now. Okay, let's see if we can do a look behind. Look behind. There it is. There. Joystick 1, button 10. Okay. Joystick 1, button 10. That doesn't help me. What I do know is that joystick 1 is my left stick, and button 10 is, what we're doing, look behind. Button 10 is that one, which doesn't have a key binding. So I'm going to have to give it one. Let's give it a key binding. Look behind. You know, get out of that. So let's try left shift B, electronic access, cycle mode. I mean, it's vehicle seats and operators. There's nothing else on there. Oh yeah, that's the whole point. I do these sorts of things is to try and help somebody. If I help one person or entertain somebody, then I've done my job. You know, hopefully they then tell their friends and whatnot that, hey, you know, this guy's doing some stuff that's helpful and entertaining, and then they come and check me out as well, and you know, so on and so forth. So let's just try that anyway. So left shift, and that's right. This stupid thing doesn't do its own stupid thing. It doesn't like doing buttons. About B shift. Alt B. Don't like how it's got this stupid stuff on box there. Keyboard and mouse. Wish I could just. Oh, thank you, Pluckme. I appreciate that. Alright, screw it. Look behind equals. Jump, drive, engage, request jump. Yep, that's fine. That's got nothing to do with seat operator modes. So we're going to do that. So then if we just go into look behind actions, this is a switch. So that is not going to work. But, okay, yeah, right. So binding, delay, toggle it off. Okay, so look behind would be keybind, delay, toggle it off. 1 second, keybind is equals done. Okay, let's save it. I appreciate the comments, but yeah, it's something that I tried to do. Like, I've seen so many different creators doing a lot of scripted stuff, doing a lot of patch note stuff, and covering reports and the videos, and Star Citizen Live and Inside Star Citizen and all that sort of stuff, and gameplays and things like that. I just like being me and just doing stuff. Natural. Okay, so let's go. Bring up the tablet. Jump into the game. We need to close out of GameGlass. Reopen it. Now, the only thing that will need tweaking with this is look behind. It's not even working. It's not switching off. Why is it not even switching on? Where? Off, on. Do the actions, yeah. Keybind. Press and release. Okay, we want to just do a press, don't we? And then we want to do a keybind of a release, which will also be equal. So, don't believe the on hold. So that's why there's two different buttons there. I must have changed it to comma before. So let's go get rid of that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the pushing and holding to repeatedly hold a button currently doesn't work in GameGlass. So things like pressing and holding a button to look behind continuously, because it's not an on or off thing, it is an on-hold thing only. I do believe. So if I press equals... Okay, so maybe it's not even something that you can do on foot. So let's go grab our ship out. We need a ship. Okay, I have just got confirmation that that does indeed not work at the moment for pressing and holding a button continuously. So, go get my ship, and we'll go test a bunch of stuff in the ship. And then I've still got to get to the part where I actually put in all the combat stuff. But once I get a couple of those sorted out, it should be fairly easy to actually sort that out. Now I need to find Corsair. That's something. Oh, damn it. That's something that's nice and easy to control and has a transform function. Yeah, Corsair. Treat.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been eliminated.
Okay, so this look behind is just sort of going to be a minor sort of workaround where you can briefly look behind for a second. We might be able to extend that to a couple of seconds or so. But sometimes you just want to have a look just to make sure you're lining up correctly with a hanger or something like that. So let's have a look. Now, I can understand with that. I'm actually looking at the next car being an electric vehicle, which has obviously got lots of touchscreen stuff and no switches, knobs, and things like that. So, yeah. But the way that things are going with GameGlass, it doesn't have to be used just for games. Anything that it can be used for adding keybinds and a piece of software as a visual keyboard, so to speak, like things like video editing software where there might be hundreds of different key shortcuts that you could use to cut and crop and paste and all that sort of stuff. You could have that all on a visual screen with labels and whatnot, so you don't have to remember what the shortcuts are. Word and Excel and all that sort of stuff. You can have things doing that, like Control C, Control V, copy paste. Just press a button instead of remembering shortcuts if you've got issues with that. So, first thing I'm going to test, obviously, is powering up. So when I hit flight ready, that should turn on everything, which it did. That's great. So let's turn that back off again. And I might show you my tablet because that is what we actually are testing. So, flight ready on press will turn our, if I actually go back into game, hang on, let's go back out of game, otherwise it's going to have a hissy fit. So that's the thing, if the game's not the focus window, the input's not going to work. So flight ready on, that turns power, thrusters, shields, weapons, decouple mode, ESP, all gets turned on. So those switches get switched to the on state when I turn the flight ready on. Same with when I turn it off, they all get turned off. Another thing is if I use the individual power button to switch it off, once again, everything else goes off because you turn your power off, everything goes off. So you could still turn everything on individually if you wanted to, which I need to change that because turning on power shouldn't be turning everything on. So I will fix that up. But you can turn your thrusters, your shields and your weapons off. But in this case, I've just turned my thrusters on because everything is all plugged up. So flight ready, everything's on. We'll leave it at that. Lights on, lights off. Let's see if our SCM limiter works. Yep, so mouse click up, mouse click down. Okay, you can't see that. So let's move this over to here. So you can see the SCM limiter on the tablet and you can see the SCM limiter over here. So we're going back to the game, SCM up button. You can see it is slowly pressing it and going down. We can see that's working as well. Excellent. If we go all the way to the bottom and then go reset SCM, that's not working. Why is that not working? Reset SCM should be left Alt S. Reset SCM. Double check that. Options, keybind, advanced, vehicles kit. Right. Reset SCM. Okay, so that one's not bound. So what did I say it was? Left Alt S. Left Alt S. H. And then space. So I don't know if that's actually going to work or not. Let's try it. Turn the game, left Alt S. Oh, I think that actually worked. It did. Cool. Okay, so let's test it with the tablet, going up and then reset. Haha, it works. So even with those silly little boxes, it's working. Great. Okay, so G-Safe. That's turned my engines off. Why has G-Safe turned my engines off? G-Safe, actions, left Alt plus I. Go. Keybinds, advanced. Yeah, no, yeah, the G-Safe button, I've got to go and find that. I don't even know what the G-Safe button does, to be honest. G-Force safety on off toggle. Okay, so that was left Alt I. Light power toggle power thrusters. That's just I. Left Alt I. Clear that, record, left control I. Movement. Left control I. Eat. Yeah. Left control I. Still just doing the thrusters. Alright. Let's change it from I then. G-Safe actions. I'm going to clear that and make that comma. Save that. Close out of the that. Now change this to comma, key bindings, advanced. Safety is comma. Cool. Thinking about that. Return to game, comma. Okay, so that is working. I can see that if we move this out of the way, so just here next to our pitch is the G-Safe icon, and we can see comma is activating that off the keyboard, which is great. So let's get the screensaver off and open up GameGlass. While that quest is on there, I want to accept it. Yeah, maybe I was too slow. The accept, decline buttons. Ah, that's right. I think I've raised that. I found an issue with some of these buttons is that if you've got a text box over the top of the button, the text box is not click through. It doesn't allow you to click through it. But we'll come back to that. So let's go G-Safe on and off. Yep, button is on and G-Safe is lit up. Great. Okay, so that's working. Cycle camera, that's working. Look behind. Look behind is not working. Exit seat. No. Yes, there we go. It is working. Okay, cool. All right. Why is look behind still not working? What did we change that to anyway? Left Alt S, I think. Get back in the seat. It's equals, okay. Equals. I'm just going to start getting out of here. Quickly hit U and then flight ready on the tablet, just to make sure that the tablet matches what. Piss off, you. Quite open yet. Let me get out of my hangar and then I'll stop for you, you silly little bloody copper. Okay, so let's try equals for look behind. No. What if we're in this view, look behind? No. Okay, so it doesn't like look behind. Oh, I know why. Because it needs to be keyboards. And needs to be press and hold, but it should matter. Be working. Let's try maybe set that to minus. Let's go back into here. Minus. Okay, so minus works, but equals didn't work. Alright, so let's go and change that. Look behind is going to be clear that, minus, clear that, minus. Okay, that should be right. Alright, we'll save that. I'm not going to reset that just yet. We'll keep testing a few other things while we're here. So let's go cycle camera. We'll go outside. I'll need to zoom out a bit just so I can see some things. All right, landing gear up. That works. Transform. That works. Go open doors. Close doors. Open. Okay, that seems to be doing VTOL. So if we do our VTOL button, okay, so close and open doors is mixed up and has the VTOL button sorted out. And I just realized that I wasn't showing you in the game then. So VTOL, left control K, sorry, that was closed doors. And VTOL is just K. K. Press and release. Toggle off is the same, so that should be fine. Right in game with left control. That's sending me down. That controls. Okay. What if we were to do Shift K? Key bindings. Key bindings. Advanced. Vehicle. Catch. Open, close doors. It's not bound, that's fine. Left control K. Is for port lock toggle. port lock of all. Okay. Let's go. Left shift. Okay. That's port lock all. Port lock. That's on the ground vehicles. There's not enough bindings. Hence why I put sticks. Okay, open and close doors for keyboard and mouse. Let's try maybe left control minus. Should be fine because that was just a. And it's for look behind. Okay. Minus opens the doors. Excellent. It also sends us down because we're hitting control. All right. Excellent. So I'll need to reset that. But if we go back into first person and unlock the doors. Do it through my Yep. Maybe it doesn't have. Maybe I should change that to. No. I'll come back to that one. Alright. I think what I might just do now is move on from testing and do some more testing tomorrow. And let's add in the combat buttons. So things that I want to add in onto this is setting a target, cycling targets, cycling friendlies, cycling hostiles, and then targeting your targets. So once you've set them. So what I would be looking at doing is we want them to be toggles because we just want them to be buttons. We don't need them to be an on or off. We just need it to be a it's been done sort of thing. So what do we want to use? Maybe go let's use some of these. So we want make it smaller. So we're going to go set, and then we're going to go this one. We're going to rotate it that way. Then our label is going to be call this does acquire have a C in it? No, I don't think it does. Acquire, so we want to acquire our target, and please tell me we can rotate our text. We can align it, we can space it, we can height it. Okay, so we can't rotate text, which means that we just get rid of the text. Get rid of the label. So we're going to get rid of all of the text just to make them consistent. And so then what I'm going to do is I need to actually put in a text box over the top of it, which I'm going to use Star Citizen here, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Go and delete that. Oops, delete that, delete that, delete that. So we want to insert a bunch of these. So we want target 1, target 2, target 3, target 1, target 2, target 3. Then what we're going to do here is I'm going to add in some labels. So we're going to have set, acquire. That's he come from. No, that doesn't look right. Seeing it. Yes, it does have a ceiling. Okay. Alright, cool. Get rid of that. We don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, so fire. Another label. That is going to be target 1. Okay, so then what we can do is social is 15 in, so that one's going to be 15 in as well. 25, so that's 513. I'm just working out the spaces, so 320 down to 313, so that's 15 pixel space, so that would then go to 528. Now, something that I've been told you should be able to do is use the mouse buttons to go up and down, which is actually inverted, but left and right is not working. Okay, so that's fine, 528. That is at 130. Make that a bit smaller, so 100. And we'll make this one 100 as well. Okay. Make it a bit smaller. What's that? Okay, we'll go 100 for that as well. So then we're going to set 28, 528. 3 here. We are going to align the vertical. No, line. Where did you go over there? Okay, so now the left is working, but they're not aligned centered. Line to horizontal center. Good. Stick that there. You guys there. Line. You are not centered. B. Okay. They need to go across below 15. Too far, that's gone to 20. and then these guys, I want to move them over a little bit. They need to be horizontally aligned. They need to be horizontally aligned, and they need to be horizontally aligned. Okay, and then that's not right. $580. That's gone up 66. So then this should be 12. Okay. 646. Yeah. 580. Cool. 590 would be 56, and then add 66 to that should be 22. Should then all be nicely and evenly spaced, except so it's 50 wide, starting at 36, so that would then make it to 86. This is then adding 8, so we're going to go put that across 2. So the position of that is 98 with 100 width, so that gives us 108. 198. Then we want a gap of 10, so it should be 208. So that needs to come across by 8 position or 8 pixels. I think it's doing 2 at a time. Seven, 3. No, it's gone to 207. Oh, wait, there we go. So that should be where it gets fiddly. Use the arrows to move it on the screen. It seems to move it across 1 pixel. Sometimes it does it 2 pixels. It doesn't seem to be consistent there. That's all right. So then we got 15 with 100, so that's 115. What would that be? So that would be 205. So 230 minus 50 would be 180. That should then be centered. Alright, so we've got set target 1 would be clicking these buttons, and then acquiring target 1 would be clicking those buttons. The other thing that I would then go and do is I would be looking at changing the colors to work with my colors that I have. So we're going to go purple and no. Yeah, no, don't like that. Primary yellow, secondary purple. That looks a bit better. So then we'll do the same here. So primary is going to be the bright yellow, secondary is bright purple. And for our text boxes, let's see if we can grab them all together. Excellent. We're going to go primary color is going to be purple, and our text color, what color is going to be yellow. So that matches with everything. That looks nice. I've also just realized that you can't see a thing on the door. So let's move me over here. So what I've just done, sorry, is I have set the set target 1, 2, and 3 with the acquire buttons. And I might just space these out a bit more. So let's move these over 3, 4, 5. And those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That 101. Round number. Should then be at 210. No, 215. That should be at 1. Cool, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to get the buttons and everything laid out first, and then I'll go and sort out the key bindings and things like that. I'm just going to catch up on some things here, won't be a sec. Fine. Cool. All right. I don't need to worry about any of that. So then what I could basically do is just copy, duplicate all of those and bring them over this side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to how are we going to do this? So this one we're thinking of doing like cycling, friendly targets and hostile targets. So maybe what we could do is have this as friendly spell and this as hostile. So then we can do nearest, next, and furthest. I think are basically the options that we have. I'm just going to jump back into game and make sure that I'm not getting kicked out here. And let's just double check the targeting options that we have for keybinds. Let's make sure I get that right. So flight, vehicles targeting. Okay, so blocking target 1, 2, 3. So we'll need to reset the targets as well. Pin selected target. Pin remove all pin target. Maybe we'll just do a reset pin targets. Maybe. Okay, so vehicles target cycling. Hostiles, reset to closest. Closest, next, previous, by the look of it, and undirectable. That's only for in view. Pinned tatters. So which ones do we want to go with? So it looks like we're only cycling forward or closest based on defaults. And then maybe we could do in view. Any suggestions? What do we think? What are we thinking? So we've got. Could just change that to next. Actually got next there. Closest first. Actually, it's not furthest. Closest, next, and previous. Maybe. That. But it may involve some custom bindings because we're only going forward. Go. Actually, what we could do is change it round. So this could be instead of friendly. This is going to be next. Actually, let's do it the other way around. This one will be next. This one will be closest. And then we're going to go in view, hostile, friendly. That should work. Alright, so we need to put this at 8:31, and it's currently at 8:19, so we need to go across. Maths is not working at the moment. What was it? 32 was it? 8:46 minus 15, 31. Okay, so but 8, 80. Alright, so everything needs to go down by 1. Okay. So we need to go across by 12. Super. 1. Excellent. Okay, I'm happy with that. So 78 plus 15 would be 43. Why is everything not lining up nicely? Okay, so 731, 115 to 190. That's a gap of 75. So 731 minus 75. 31 minus 75 is 656 minus 100 would be 556, so that is in the right spot. Okay, so 731 plus 30 would be 761. Let's just try doing it this way. No. What the hell are you doing being selected? You guys. Don't go over there. Alright, so the middle of that would be 781. Minus 25 would be 756. That's fine. Minus 15 would be 41, which is that's right. Minus 15 would be 26. So these need to go across to 76. Okay. Six, 722, 722, 12, 12, 6, 46, 580, 580, 580, 46, 12. Okay, cool. They're all done. So we've got setting our targets and acquiring our targets. Then obviously we'll need to reset targets. We've got targeting next in view, closest in view, hostile, friendly. What else do we have in the targeting things? So let's just move about a bit, make sure that we don't get kicked off again. I'm just going to hit save while I'm at it here now. One way of cheating is to bring up an MFD, and we can go back to our collections. Star Citizen. Have a look at the premium ones. So we've got our combat shard. So we've got set and target 1, which I've done that, and 2 and 3. Targeting. So we've got all in-view attackers, friendly, sub-target, hostile. So they've obviously got a bit of coding in between that if this one's highlighted, then next is going to target that next. Okay, so we're doing that a little bit differently. I'm only doing in-view, hostile, and friendly, so sub-target's not done there yet. We've got... Have I got scanning mode? Yeah, we've got scanning mode and scan up there. Missiles and countermeasures probably would be what we need to add in as well. Decouple GSAF ESP, that's all up there. Pit mode and cycle gimbal. I think I'm going to run out of room for that, so I'm thinking maybe this is basically like an all-in-one pilot-only shard, I guess. So having a turret operator mode, I'm not going to worry about that for now. So I think what I'll do is I'll add in the missiles and countermeasures, and I think I might be happy with that. So let's go back to our shard creation and work out how do I want to do countermeasures. So let's go and insert. So countermeasures are just going to be a button. I think I might just pinch these buttons over here for now. Here. So what I've got with these guys, obviously with the actions, we're going to just clear the actions off this for now and clear the actions off this one. So first thing I'm going to do is change the icon. So I want to do, what have we got? We've got noise and decoys. So let's see what sort of icons we can find that may be able to represent noise and decoys. Got decoys. I think it's looking at like decor or something like that. Word more. Let's see what we got. This like ED engine. Oh, okay, so that's Elite Dangerous Engine Boost. That could probably be all right for noise, I think, or decoys. What's this one? Looks like a little robot. Heat sink. Night vision, landing gear. ED station, ED planet, ED ship camera. Like explosions and stuff, maybe. Don't know. We've got, obviously we can use like a missile for missiles. I'm just trying to think what else we could describe noise and decoys and things for. We got like clutter. Oh, actually, this looks alright. We could do that chart scatter for decoys or something. So we need to change our adding a little bit to make this look like it's a bit more in the center. Be for decoys, and what can we use for noise? Solar system-y type thing. Settlement. Let's just do a scroll through, see what we can find. Something for noise. Was a face speaking before. What about loudspeaker? Loud is picking up rainbow and cloud music and cloud stuff. I don't want clouds, I just want loud. Speaker. Okay, so that's just... It's like a Ferris wheel? It is a Ferris wheel. Okay, what's that, Skype? Speak up. Yeah, it's probably Skype. Wait, what? Ah, never mind. Okay, let's keep looking, Noise. What are we going to use for noise? So, that's right. Noise. It almost looks like a loudspeaker sort of thing. We could do an alarm. Little bell. Okay. We need to set some offset on that. Actually, we need to also change the size. What's the size on that? So, for idle, it's a size of 22. On tap, it's a size of 30. Okay, so that's 22. That's 22. 2054. 8054. Yes, that looks good. 054. Whoops, where did that? 5, 4. Add them. Okay, so we've got decoys and noise. So how do we want to set these up? Set them on top of each other or side by side? Get a bit warm. Let me take this off. Sorry. Oh yeah. So what I'll do is I might actually grab instead of having these whopping great big buttons here, is we'll actually change these a fair bit. We'll use this text here. So landing gear, we're going to duplicate that for on top here and on top here. So this was closest. Next. Wire and set. I think some of the bigger buttons that were there were just too big. That. Do target 3. $100. Well, that's going to be way too wide now. Go 55. And we want to center align our text. So click that, copy that, target 2, copy that, target 3. So this will allow us to condense it down a bit more. $15 being 65. So 65 and 15 would put the end of that. Even number 66. So 33 and 15 would be 48. That's 50. So 48 minus 25 would be 23. Just a bit more space to work with, I guess. There, 528. $66, $846, so that'd be $831. $831 minus 66. Where's my calculator? 831 minus 6. It's easier. 831 minus 66. 765. Okay, so then we've got 15 to 157. Let's go 15 to 155. Well, so that'd be 188 less 25 would be 163. Alright, 765 minus 66 would be 599. Would be the middle there. Less 25 would be 574. Then simple. Better. Smaller. And it sounds like I've been disconnected, but that's fine. We're working on buttons. Okay. And so that was a difference of 140. 140 less than that would be 625 for this one. Excellent. Where'd you go? Ah, that's right there. Idiot. Alright, the height is going to be 561. Put them together. 561. Done. We got here 627. 627. 7. And our last one, 693. Then the difference between that 23 is 140 still, so that would bring that down to 634. Then we've got 713, so up by 13. Seven 13, 644, 644, 579, 579. Alrighty, 23 to 88 is adding on 65, so that would then go to 699. And that's going to be closest to next. This was in view. 699 is hostile. 99 going to be friendly. Okay. Then maybe what we could do is we could put noise up there, or sorry, decoy up there and noise over here. Duplicate that, stick that there. Are we 529, 528? So let's go to 528. Here we'll go to 528. Halfway between 155 and 350. Great, that's an odd number. So that's 195. So let's just make this 255. So that's 95 difference. So 350 plus 146 is 496 plus 95. 496 plus 95 gives us 591. So that's 95. So 350 plus 146, 496, 255 plus 66, 321. Okay, so it's a difference of 29. So 350 plus 40, 146 plus 29 is 525. Which we were close, 522. 525. 33 is 558 in the center. 558 minus 30 would be 528. Cool. And then we've got 255 plus 33 is 288. Minus 30 is 258. So that would be centered with that. And we're going to make this same height as the no. I don't like that. Let's even it out. So 561 plus 25, which would be the middle, will be 586 minus. Oh, great, that's 63. 586 minus 31 would be 555. So let's just do that. 555. 555. And they look like they line up better. So this is now going to be our decoys and our noise. Alright, and then last thing I'm going to do, which I'm actually going to save for tomorrow because it's now 1 AM. First thing, actually, I need to change this back to the correct color because I was mucking around with that. So we don't want that to be primary, we want it to be green. Okay, so that's all back to uniform. Is going to be missiles. So I'm going to just go insert a text label, drag that down here, make it pretty big because all I'm going to do here is going to go missiles. We need increase / decrease payload. Okay. Then we also need change type, I think it is. What have we got? Yeah, so swapping between. Wow, how did that turn into type? Geez, you work quick there, mate. You work quick. Headphone or volume. Oh, thanks for the tip. I didn't even see your message there, mate. Yeah, so I'm just sort of I'm now just fiddling with what I'm going to do tomorrow. So we're going to do missiles, increase and decrease payload, change the type. But change type, or let's go change. Where is the letter E? Change between weapons, so missiles and guns, etc. Do I want to put a launch button? Yeah. And launch. So we'll maybe put a launch button in the middle, increase and decrease payload on the right, and switch between weapon modes, so between missiles and guns on the left, I think. And then it's just a matter of setting up the keybinds for it. But I think it's coming along all right. I would love anybody that's watching this or has watched this to throw some comments down below. Tell me what you think of this as a shard for GameGlass. I'd just love to get your thoughts on it, just to get a bit of feedback. Now I'm just noticing that the position of that, where is it? That, select that, is at 8:45 when it should be at 8:46, or should that be at 8:45? Let's maybe make that 8:40. Yeah, I think that should be 8:45. That looks better. Yeah, please do give me some feedback on what you think of the layout that I've set up here. I'd love to get your feedback and thoughts and comments and suggestions. What I'll do with the on tap button is I've obviously got to change that back to being the same as on idle, the chart scatter 3D, and change the size just to make it match with the other buttons of that sort. Add in the missile controls tomorrow, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We need to turn that off, which is actually on because that's the default start of that. Exit seat needs to be off. Just making sure everything's set to their default spots. Auto land, we want that back to idle. Yep, still at it, mate. Been here for what? How long are we gone? 2 hours, just on 2 hours. And yes, it worked. I got it working. Self-destruct button is now working. I fixed up a bunch of other ones that are no longer working. The thrust button, I need to just double check the actions on that because on toggle off, I think that was on hold. Toggles between on-off states. This one got on that. Is that going on hold? Oh, yes, it does. One of these buttons was changing the states of others, which it shouldn't. I think it was the G-safe button. Actions, toggle off. No. Power. No, don't duplicate it. Sure, it was this one. Keyline, toggle off. Okay. Okay, so none of those are changing. Or was it ESP maybe? I'm sure one of these buttons was turning things. Sure, it was the thruster button. Was turning things off rather than just leaving it as is. But anyway, I'll have a look at that tomorrow. I've also got to test the brake, accepting and declining and ignoring comms and things like that. SCM limiter, that's all been done. Look behind, I've got that working. We're probably, I'd say maybe 90% of the way done, I think. But yeah, I am going to call it there. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you to those that watch after the stream. I have found out from GameGlass while I've been doing this that the caching has been fixed, so changes can now, I believe, be done on the fly. So if you save it, you don't need to go all the way back out to get back into your shard. So I'm going to save this here now, and then I'm going to go back to collections and not in collections, load up my shard, which it hasn't even finished. It hasn't finished saving in the hub, and I can now see that everything has been updated there on the app. I wonder how quickly to respond that would actually be if I was to change something. Let's delete that. I'm going to bring up the MFD panel there. Okay, still need to go to the shard library or go to a different shard. Okay, so let's hit save on that and go back out to collection and then back in. Okay, so that going that far is not enough. Okay, so if we go back to collection, back to collections, then not in collection, back to Thunderballs. No. Okay, so we still need to change to a different shard as I've just been advised. So have to go, but I think it's just as easy just to shut the thing down and reopen it. because that will reopen your last used shard. And if you've made the changes and saved them, then they should be reflected in that, which I can see that text box is no longer there. So let's go. Okay, so I can't undo that one. And I guess once you save it, you can't undo. So let's quickly go and put that back in. Label, text box. Go. Insert a label. And I'm just going to go duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So we want next type, previous type, increase payload, decrease payload, and then insert a button, big sort of like F off button for a missile. I could probably actually go and grab these ones. Launch. So that'll be launching our missile. So that's what I'm going to work on next. So launching our missile, increase payload, decrease payload, next or cycle weapons, that sort of thing. So I'm going to save that, and then tomorrow I will try and properly finish this off and have. Why is that? That should be idle, and that should be on. Okay, just making sure everything's at where they should be for a default state. I think that's good. And then yeah, so tomorrow I will hopefully get this finished off, and then I'll be able to share that around and let other people have access to this. I'll probably even do up a document for what keybinds I'm using on each button in case people need to change it, and then that way they would be able to just edit this in the hub and change the keybinds to what they want it to be, or change the keybinds in game if they feel that they might be a better one. Now, why is that gone back to where it should be? I don't want that. I want that to be like that. Don't you dare go back to red. Still. Okay, so is there an app update, is there? No, that's fine. We can close our team view now. I don't need that. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you to anybody that watches later on. And special thanks obviously to my subscribers and people that helped me out with some feedback. Headbraced has been helpful tonight. Pluckme's been helpful tonight as well. So thank you guys. And of course, Jax over at GameGlass, thank you, mate, for making a few changes on the fly while I've just been messing around with my own shard. So much appreciated. And well, I was going to say I'll catch you tomorrow, but I'll catch you today because it's already tomorrow here. I'm in the future. So 7 p.m. tonight my time. It's now 20 past 1 a.m. So we've got what? Just under 18 hours is when the current giveaway ends. So if you want to be part of the giveaway, this giveaway that is happening at the moment is the winner's choice of a game package up to the value of $100 US, based on what is currently available on the RSI website. So you get to pick what you want if you are the winner. And the way you can enter it, all you need to do is comment on any of the GameGlass giveaway videos that I have put up this week. I started this, I think, on Sunday night, so it'll be running for just under a week. One video, one comment gets you one entry, or sorry, one comment on a video gets you one entry. You can only get one entry per video. You can also gain an additional entry if you jump over to my Discord channel, which is discord.gg/thunderballs. I've got a poll in the giveaway section there which says, do you want an extra entry? All you have to do is answer, of course. You'll get an extra entry. That's one entry per giveaway for this giveaway only at the moment. I may do one for future giveaways as well. Another way you can gain additional entries is if you really enjoyed my channel and would like to support it even further, is to become a Patreon supporter. General Patreon supporters will gain an additional 2 entries so long as they qualify with a comment on one of the videos, and shout out subscribers will gain an automatic 5 entries for every giveaway. So for quick short giveaways, that is a massive advantage if you wanted to try and win yourself some stuff. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all the ways to enter. There's no bonuses. Actually, yesterday there was 2 videos. There was a video of me recording or showing you how I edit a video as well as the video. So there were 2 chances yesterday with 2 videos, a stream and an upload. And also I stuck in a little secret in one of those videos, or the video that got uploaded I should say, to gain an additional entry. So if you happen to find that, you can get another entry. So thanks again, and until next time everybody, Thunder out. Catch you later.